Hi everyone, it's Carolyn again, and I'm here with another channeled message from the LightKeepers, a group of angelic beings who I channel on a regular basis. Two things first before we get started. First of all, if you're new to my channel, you can go to my own YouTube channel if you're not there and you're on Higher Self, and check out my welcome video to help you understand a little bit about my journey and how I began channeling the LightKeepers and who they are. And then, secondarily, I have a video below. It's free. It's on how to create flow in your body for health and wellness. And I usually mention this at the beginning of my videos because it really is a power-packed video offering you the opportunity to see how you can create kind of the foundation of what my guidance is telling us for health and wellness in our bodies. This comes from my distance energy healing business, and I have collected all of the pieces of patterns I saw over the last year of my work for this particular topic and put it into a video for you. With that, I am going to get going on the channel for today. And I guess what I would say is, you know, this is about the spiritual awakening journey, as most all of mine are, or you could also argue the life journey, but really this is power-packed, or these channels are power-packed for those going through spiritual awakening or light workers. And this one is really what you can encounter along the journey. And I'm going to give you an example of what happened with me on this. And this actually was really interesting. This channel came in after my, I don't want to call it a negative experience, but an experience I did not expect. And it was a real learning for me. So, I will read it, and then I keep looking off to the left side because it's sitting here in paper copy, but I'm actually going to read it off the computer, so sorry about that little distraction. Anyway, I'm going to read this, and then as usual, I'm going to give you my examples and takeaways, and you'll get to go from here. All right, here is our channel for today. When others harm you, know that it is not harm unless you let it be. Others can do damage only if it is allowed. They are on their soul journey as well. This does not replace the fact that their actions or words may have been hurtful to you, but it does offer to you an opportunity for reflection on the dissonance between you and where they are on their journey. Set aside anger, retribution, hatred, sadness. Feel it initially, process through it, know that they are where they are, and then let it go. Move forward in joy and light, knowing that you have taken the higher road of letting go, forgiveness, and love. You will find comfort, calmness, and serenity in this process. We believe many of you are at a place where these situations may become more frequent. You may never have encountered the likes of them before. Know that at times your higher vibration, your growing vibration, will attract these kinds of souls. Spend time in reflection, for it is both for your learning and theirs. Enjoy passing through the experience, as difficult as it may be. Release, let go, and love. We leave you this day in light and love forevermore. The LightKeepers. So, there's your channel, and I'll just kind of give you a little summary what I feel this is about, although maybe it seems obvious, but I'm not so sure it is, because what I've noticed on my journey is that as I've gone through the spiritual awakening process and noticed that, I mean, we can kind of tell when our vibration is raising. You can tell how you feel. You can tell the kinds of experiences you're attracting into your life. You can tell what you're attracted to. It's that change and that shift that's happening, all right? Well, what can also happen at that time, and I believe this is what they're talking about, is suddenly you can be tossed into a ring of fire, or I don't know, I'm seeing a gladiator's theater with lions in it. So sometimes you can run across people that literally attack you for no reason. And I have learned that, first of all, as we go through this journey, it's going to happen to us potentially more frequently. And it's not necessarily because of anything you've done, but guess what? It's because your vibration is not in connection with where they are, and they know it, and they feel that feeling. And again, this is all a soul kind of connection thing, but the human is the one doing the reacting. But it's this difference between where you're at this higher vibration, you know, and you're continuing to grow through this spiritual awakening journey, and where those who aren't moving through this may be. And I found that you can set them off unknowingly. But what happens is, this is my view, and I would love to hear your comments on this too and your experiences, because that's what this is about, just kind of sharing so we can all learn, because I like to learn from you too. But anyway, is that lots of times our light can pull out in someone else stuff that they either are trying to deal with or not dealing with, but then it comes out in all this like really human nasty form, or it can, and in my case that's what actually happened with the example I'll give to you. So what I think we have to realize is you may be going about your business and suddenly, I don't know, somebody's driving down the road and, doing something naughty to you with their middle finger, or you didn't do anything. But I mean, there truly is this vibration that can attract into your space on occasion those who are working through their stuff and that see you, not consciously, remember this, who see you as, I don't know if it's a threat, I don't know what it is. It's a feeling, I think, of a dissonance within them that they aren't there. I'm not saying we're better than them, which is at a different place, because that's what the spiritual awakening journey is. It's moving into that higher vibration state. So I hope that hasn't been confusing, but I think my example might assist, because this is my view on this channel. So I was in a women's group online some time ago, and it was in early in my journey, about 1.5 years ago, because I've been going through this about 2.5 years. And I had paid a really nice sum of money for this experience, this online learning experience. And it wasn't at all a learning experience. It was basically, you're paying a lot of money for a social experience. Having, maybe 8 women that you're friends, becoming friends with. Well, that's not why I signed up for this. I mean, that was nice, but I was here to learn something very extensive that this individual was supposedly teaching. Well, it became readily clear I wasn't getting what I paid for, and I'm pretty upfront, but in a very tactful way, I believe. And so we got talking about this, and I started mentioning some of these things in the actual meeting one day in a way that was appropriate for the group and not attacking at all. And I have kind of in that group, I had been the one that would come in with, how do I want to say this, like kind of the positive side of things. And these folks were in their own proper place with what they were dealing with, but it was a very almost negative space in many ways. So I would come in with this lighthearted way of being, and also recognizing that they were going through their own journey. But at the same time, during this conversation, literally all of a sudden, I became the lightning rod. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And I'm sharing this because you might find this happen and you're going to be like, this comes out of nowhere. Because honestly, I get along with most people. I can meet strangers. I am tactful. I really am not one of those people that sets other people off. So I knew something else was going on here, and I'm very insightful as well. So in speaking out about some of the things that I would like the sessions to continue with, all of a sudden I got verbally attacked in a really horrific way. Not by one person, but then when the first person started, there were like 3 or 4 others, including the leader of the group, attacking me online in a recorded session that this individual still has, which that's fine, whatever. And I first of all was so shocked I was just going to hang up and not return. And I thought, my inner self said, no, this is an opportunity for you to move forward in this journey, keep your light bright, not be attacked, but be able to at the same time represent your view and your voice, which was important. Had I just clicked the button and ended the online session and never returned again, I'm not sure that would have achieved anything, even particularly for me. Now, whether it achieved anything for them or not, I don't know. I do know that they got to get all of their stuff out on me. But it was, I know this, it was because I came in with this higher vibration and they were not there and they didn't like that subconsciously. And then all of a sudden the human reacted. And it was really nasty. I've never been attacked like this in my life. Not to mention, it was like being thrown into a gladiator's den. So I got done, and I just thought, and I ended it, evening ended, and then I let her know I would not be continuing through email, blah, 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 very nice email. And I thought, first of all, what did I do? That's what we do. We do that thing of like, what did I do? Which I think is fine to reflect on that, but so often we think it's us. When in reality, what we're going through as light workers and going through spiritual awakening is a process of a higher vibration state for all of us. And there is no doubt that during your journey, it's probably going to happen to you. So I'm telling you this so that you can know that maybe it will happen. And when it does, step back, don't get in the fray, similar to, that video I did on maintaining your level of vibration. And just, know they're going through their journey and their space of dealing with whatever it is they're not conscious of at this moment in time, and go on your way. And yes, I know there's certain circumstances where that just doesn't work. Okay, I understand that. I'm not talking physical violence, things like that. I'm talking about the verbal nastiness that can actually happen. We can take the high road, and we can know that it's our light shining brighter, and that for some people, guess what? They don't like your bright. They just don't like your bright because they're not there yet. They will be, hopefully, down the road. And the fact that you entered their life, let them get some of maybe what they needed to get out and be able to start processing through that. So that's how I looked at that. And this is what I think this channel is about. And I wanted to share that with you today. So please give me your views and your comments and your insight. And, these channels aren't just usually one way of looking at things, but it's sure how I thought about it, and I always like to share that. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I do want to mention also, if you like these channels and you like getting them, I don't know, maybe more regularly, because I post 2 or 3 times a week on Facebook. Going to try to do, or not Facebook, on YouTube. I'm going to try to do more, but right now it's about that much. On my Facebook page, Purple Rain Healing, just put that in the search, you'll find me. I put the little ones, like the sentences or the meditations, kind of the poetic, well, it's all poetic, but you're going to like those if you like this. So come on over and join me. And also check out the link below, and you'll see my video on flow, and it's free. And if you're on my channel, you'll see it below in the description. And if you're on Higher Self, I will eventually make a comment, and you'll find it there too. So thank you so much again for joining me, and have a wonderful day.